Today in ET Aviation Connect, we are joined by Mr. Azmathullah Mohammed, Senior Director at Dassault Systems. Today he would outline in terms of what are Dassault Systems India's current engagement and what are the ways the company is going forward in terms of its overall strategy in India.
Hello, Acharya. So to focus on Dassault Systems, the priorities in India, especially considering the aerospace and defense sector, is in multiple segments. Being a scientific company, we are coming up with many solutions in the area of research and development and manufacturing. So to touch upon the manufacturing area, I think in India there is a lot of focus today in terms of companies transforming themselves from regular production organizations to a R&D centric organizations. That where the key, the prioritization of the importance comes around how do you really look at all the segments of the production, or the segments of the design, segments of simulation, segments of validation, testing, all this together. That's where Dassault Systems offer solutions around all these development areas of all these different steps of the production life cycle, product life cycle, by offering a platform-based solutions. That's where we call it as 3D experience platform, which helps connect from design to simulation to manufacturing to all the other segments of the complete product life cycle. So it is called as 3D experience platform. Okay. Now again, to deep dive a bit into the manufacturing area, the approach that we offer with virtual twins is the key in terms of how you develop the virtual twins, reduce the prototypes, reduce the wastage, do a design for wastage, right? How do you ensure the wastage is reduced completely and you avoid prototypes and have the virtual twins to excel and in the manufacturing are, and also to ensure that you are quick to the market. You have reduced your product development life cycle, and you have become a real R&D organization, including the production and manufacturing.
Your virtual twin product, you say a flagship product. So, give us an outline in the Indian aerospace industry. You must have partnered with many of the Indian domestic manufacturers and developers in the aerospace industry. Give us a little bit of outline how those engagement going on with those partners.
See, in India, yes, we are engaging with many of the aerospace organizations, also in the defense organizations. The primary focus is in terms of how do you do design and simulation together. That's where we come up with a mod-sim approach, and also we look at how do we have all the systems validated together. That's where we come with our systems engineering solution. That we call it as MBSE, model-based systems engineering, and that altogether we establish a platform. We establish the platform to have the complete virtual twin of the solutions or the product development that we do.
So, which are your major partners in India, if you could outline, and the products that you are developing with them?
See, as part of the product development, we are a scientific organization by ourselves. We have probably different partners in the context of deployment and implementation areas. Okay, in India. So there are many partners in that space, and also with respect to customers, yes, we are into the defense in India. We are into aerospace. We are into private aerospace segment as well, which we are working with, especially in Indian context.
Right. So since the 3D virtual twin systems is such an evolved and new generation technology, and you give us an outline, vis-a-vis compared to the other Western or developed world, how the adoption of that particular technology has been in the Indian ecosystem?
I see a great change happening in India. As I said in the beginning, the so-called production-centric organizations are transforming to an R&D-centric organizations. They used to build, there used to be companies where they used to build to print, okay? And now it is built to spec. Many of the companies are transforming towards developing their own specifications, their own R&D, do a complete concept design, do a complete validation. And as I said, they're going very fast in terms of adopting the virtual twins and reduce the prototypes and reduce the wastage. End of the day, the core objective that everybody carries is the sustainability, the sustainable innovation, sustainable manufacturing, sustainable development that you do. So I think these days we are seeing many of companies are going very aggressive in adopting these solutions.
Right, and also for Indian companies, it would be pertinent to say that in an inflationary environment, they would also like to bring their life cycle costs down,
Exactly.
and that's when your Dassault Systems India comes in.
You said it right.
Yeah. So lastly, give us a brief outline. Dassault Systems strategy going ahead. Where do you see Dassault Systems India 5 years or 10 years down the line, and how much of a sort of expansion are you going to you're planning for?
As part of the resources from Dassault Systèmes, we are expanding quite fast. We are growing pretty well. We have a huge R&D center as well in India, and I would say the second largest R&D center is in India for Dassault Systèmes. And in terms of the market, I think we work across 11 different industry segments. We are progressing very well, and we see that in next 3 to 5 years, we will have a more and more penetration and positioning of ourselves in the manufacturing transformation that we see currently happening in India.
Right. And lastly, this is Aero India 2023. You are one of the major stakeholders in the industry. What's your outline? How's Aero India 2023 has panned out for the industry?
It's quite energetic, as you see around. I think a lot of interest from all the people that are coming around, and the focus is on manufacturing, the focus is on Atmanirbhar Bharat, and the kind of thought process that people carry these days in terms of how do we do locally in India and focus on our development, focus on our manufacturing locally is great. I see it's a great energy around, and the way we interact with the people, our customers, our partners around, it's pretty fabulous. It's great.
So thank you very much. Really appreciate you taking out your time and speaking to us out here at ET Extra.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.